Hello, everyone. My name is Marie, the Spirit Guide, and I'm a clairvoyant reader, healer, and teacher. And today I'd like to share with you my story about my first encounter with a gnome. And that's gnome as in Gnome, one of those little men that lives in the forest. So I'm just going to kind of give you a little backstory on this. I grow a vegetable garden every year. And I think this was probably maybe the second or third year that I was growing it. And it was July, I believe. And I had gone on vacation for 2 weeks. And of course, I left the watering system on in my garden to keep, things growing. So everything was just growing like crazy. And there was weeds everywhere and the tomato branches and there was tangles. It was just like this overgrown little space. Now my garden's only 10 by 10, the plot, but it's in the back, into my backyard against a fence. So when I came back from my vacation, I was like, okay, let me check out my vegetable garden, see what it looks like. So I went back there, and I sat down in my chair. And I just started looking at the garden, thinking, okay, I need to trim here, and what do I need to do? Oh, I got to pull the weeds over there, trying to figure out what to do. And I was very quiet. I was very quiet inside and very thoughtful about how do I approach my vegetable garden. And then all of a sudden, I just kind of felt like I wasn't alone. And it wasn't in a bad way. It wasn't like, oh my God, there's someone staring at me or I'm in danger. No, nothing like that. It's just like I felt this presence on my left side. And on my left side is the fence, and it's a wooden fence with little slats, so I can kind of see through it, to see if there was someone there. So I was just kind of sensing into it, going, oh, there feels like there's someone there. And then with my hearing, my actual hearing, I heard this. Now I'm going to try and do my best to imitate it, but my voice is higher than the voice I actually heard. So I heard, but this is my garden. And I'll say that one more time. But this is my garden. And I was so surprised, like, oh my God, like, where was that? And I turned, and the sound clearly came from my left side by the fence near a big half barrel, wooden barrel that was filled with dirt. So I look over there, and I don't physically see with my eyes, but in my clairvoyant vision, I saw like this short-statured man. He couldn't have been taller than the half barrel, and not even as tall as the half barrel. So we're talking like maybe 2 feet high. And I see him like turning, and he was wearing clothes. I don't remember what kind of clothes. It all happened so fast anyway. So he was turning, and then he kind of walked away like thump, 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 like this. And then the whole experience kind of vanished from my my awareness. But it was very clear. And I think what had happened was, since I had appeared to abandon the garden, he kind of came across it. He must have stumbled across it and thought, oh, this is going to be my garden from now on. So when I showed up and I was sitting there and obviously re-owning the garden because I was thinking about the updates and having to weed it, he got upset and angry, and then realized, oh well, gee, I can't, keep this garden to myself anymore. And then he left, and I never saw him or heard him after that. That was the only time with that gnome. So I wonder, have you had any experiences with gnomes? There's also fairies out there, but my fairy story I will hold for another time. I hope you enjoyed my story. Have a good day.